Alright, so back at it again with another solo to master. Actually, this time it's a solar to predator video. That is right. In this grind, this split around, we're actually going to be trying to go for predator rather than master, meaning we're starting at the start of the season, and as long as, you know, it isn't completely unobtainable at 30,000 RP, we're gonna try to get some RP. Anyways, we dropped hot here with 2 randoms, of course. It's solo to master, it's what we always do, and my great Wraith here is getting an interesting entry damage here to begin with. I got an R9 triple take, amazing beginner weapon. Honestly, like off drop, you want to use the triple take. Huge beams. In general, my beams have been really good since we started this journey. I feel like it's really gotten me out of my shell to play a lot of solo to predator or solo to master, actually. So that's really cool to see. Good face full of damage there on the Octane. And I knew that my teammates should be coming around, so I was just holding the door, waiting for him to do his thing. But I was ready just in case Octane would do something and my teammate would be late or whatever. I'm setting up some small armor swaps here. Not the fastest way of doing it, but always a good thing to do. It's a good habit to have. Set up armor swaps, and either like just right on the spot. Maybe even you want to set up the armor swaps in positions you know that you can get back to if you get pushed. Like if the enemy team pushes you out of your position or whatever. So you can fall backwards, or you can fall back and then hit an armor and be able to be fully reset in a better position with a new armor, and you can turn the fight in your favor. Most of the time, the enemy expects the hot swap to be on the floor, right on the body, and he catches him off guard to, you know, chase you around a corner to find if you have a full armor ready to go. It gets them most of the time, and it's really cool to see. Anyways, we still have R9 triple take. It's temporary here. We're gonna swap it out in a little bit. Just looting a bit and talking to chat. As you guys know, we live stream this whole journey on twitch.tv/Ottr, and it's been going well. I've been having a lot of fun. So we just chilling and talking, weren't really paying full attention and getting the package. Wraith ended up spotting Bangalore, who somehow was right here. And I had swapped the R9 for a scout. I feel like, you know, shotguns aren't that good on the map rotation we have right now on the split, so it's a bit rough. I'm putting as much grenades and damage I can down with my ultimate. I'm stunned from the Bangalore ult. I noticed a guy on my left, and I'm just trying to not get beamed as I'm healing up. Ended up being fine there, but it was very risky. Thankfully, Wraith was taking all of the heat, and I'm trying to get some more scout shots in. I need to keep working on the scout. It is not hitting. I should probably have swapped it around this point. But, and we actually do swap it for some pretty insane stuff, as you guys saw in the highlight later on. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a heater. It is a heater. I actually surprised myself with what we did in this video. So, you know, as much as I'm going to be explaining my decision making, there's a lot of just flat out beams that I'm really proud of, guys. I'm really proud of this one. You can take the screenshots, you can put it on the fridge. And you know, you pat me on it and say you're proud of your son, you know what I mean? So literally I call this out to chat here. Wait, chat, you ready for a big play? This team is, so what's happening here is the team is playing the cannon as a duo, and their plan is to take the cannon once we get there, grab the banner and get the hell out of Dodge, right? Not on my watch. So basically I throw my Horizon Q here, and all of a sudden they see it, then like, oh no, we can't go. Actually, even worse, one guy did try taking it. I see it now. One guy did end up trying to take it, but he flies back because he can't actually get it. And then then they're screwed. They have to rotate out in the open to the tree here. I'm trying to make sure they're not doing anything else. Shifty with the smoke. Looks good. Wraith taking a lot of damage, so both of them have to be there here. 2 sets of gunshots. Yeah, these are not the beams that I was talking about. Good shots though, we got them. Insta get the rest here. I think honestly sometimes it's important to just grab that rest like the millisecond you get it, because most people, the third party, like if you hesitate that first second or so, that's usually when a third party comes in. So if you just literally stick the rest the second the fight is done, you usually will get your friend up. Something I've noticed a lot. Don't let yourself hesitate when it comes to that. It's also because most of the time you don't want to do it in the open, obviously. There's a bit of a, like, you gotta have a little bit of a gut feeling for it. But most of the time, if you don't revive your teammate, if you just let your teammate stay on the floor while you're looking for a third party, and a third party does come in, you have to fight it as a duo. Generally not with, like, full shields, full health, or ready to fight in good positions. And you will end up dying anyway. So you're better off trying to get your teammate up, if anything.
Yeah, I made a video. Thank you.
And honestly, this season has been absolutely crazy with how people have been playing. We immediately hear another team over here. This is like one of the hotspots on Storm Point. So I'm just moving up here, looking for more damage, more kills. There are two teams fighting here. This is a hotspot though, so we actually ended up overstaying. You'll see more of that soon. I'm getting ahead of myself. But you always have to keep your eyes on your back whenever you fight around here, because it's incredibly dangerous. I don't want to talk about the scout here. I don't want to talk about it. There's that team in the back. Another team on me. I call it out, you get a quick reset. My teammates are actually, these are really good randoms. They're providing good pressure. I'm just helping out as well. You get the crossfire, constantly shoot at people that don't look at you. Or constantly doing that is a pretty good idea because it can shoot back. Now, I'm doing a big, kind of a mistake here. I would say I'm kind of greeting for it. But I don't want the team on low ground here to get a full reset. So what I'm actually doing is I'm staying here, trying to put as much damage as possible I can on the Octane. I failed my spray. And then my plan was to finish him, go to the portal, and get out of there. But I ended up getting knocked for it. Thankfully, my Wraith understands the exact thing I explained before. He knows that I rest him immediately, so he rests me immediately, pats me on the back, wishes me some good luck, gives me a Phoenix battery. It's amazing. It's great what teamwork can do. Thankfully, the Seer misses his Q as well, so we managed to get a full reset. There are a lot of teams around us right now, so it is definitely pretty rough, but we more or less have fully reset. We end up getting a pretty good angle on this team again. I'm not very good with Horizon Ultimates. I have never said I am good with Horizon Ultimates, so if you guys wanna roast them, if there's anything you want to roast, feel free to roast those ultimates. They could have been better. Anyways, good crossfire here again. Constantly need to make sure that you double peek or triple peek, get the crossfire. Don't allow them to. And of course, never allow anyone to down you if you can avoid it. And especially here when there's so many squads around. All you need to do is make sure that no team can ever come and shoot you in the back or finish you off. So anyways, we find a golden nemesis here, which makes me feel that, you know what? I have not been hitting anything with the scout here. We gotta switch up. We gotta change our plan. We gotta pick up the nemesis. I also end up checking my teammates because, as you guys know, there's so many cheaters on right now, and we're doing so well together. And obviously, when there's so many cheaters in the game, you start to suspect anyone who does well, including your teammates, including yourself. Maybe someone crawled in, installed cheats on my PC. It might sound crazy, but after you're seeing what happens this game, you might actually agree, okay? So just hang with me here. Wraith goes down. I peek with my golden nemesis. And then we hit them with that triple. I mean, he had taken some zone damage there, but some pretty solid damage. Again here. In this case, Wraith has to crawl to cover, so I'm just peeking and try to hold her. Works out really good with my teammate shooting each other, or me and my teammate shooting the Maggie, pushing up. Now we get the res, we're chilling, and now we're going to heal up, and you know, even my teammate is like surprised, like what is going on? And if you are on a bad PC, and you know, you're lagging a lot, or you're coming from console and you don't have a good PC, you might also think, what the hell is going on? Where are my good frames? So thankfully, as you guys know, I've sponsored with Apex Gaming PCs to put together a line of pre-built PCs for beginner PC users so you guys can get into it more easily. We have a line consisting of 3 different tiers. We have Weasel, Beaver, and Ottr, where Ottr guarantees up to 300 FPS in Apex, which is pretty damn great, you know, to begin with, if you ask me. If you do check it out, I'll link it in the description, and you can use code Ottr for up to $250 off your order. Anyways, enough of that. So we're going to continue here then, because clearly there's nobody else here and we want to keep going. Again, there's going to be more cool stuff in here, some pretty great beams towards the end, and really cool decision making. I'm just really excited to show you guys. I don't get to play Pathfinder here. I haven't played that much Pathfinder in general. Something I noticed is, which isn't a surprise, I've been very vocal about this, Pathfinder loses a lot of fights, like a lot of fights. You don't want to play Pathfinder in this game. Generally speaking, it's fun to use ziplines and like get the reset and take angles and, you know, do all the flashy stuff. But as far as actual mid-fight potential goes, I feel like Horizon is better. I don't think we have this in this VOD specifically. We're going to be doing more videos just showing like this climb that we're doing, because it's taking so much time when I stream these games that it's kind of getting in the way of doing videos, as you guys might have noticed. I'm working on that. Stay tuned, there will be more videos in the near future. But I just feel bad for not doing daily. I keep promising daily uploads. We will do daily uploads. I'm just gonna figure it out. Might be more sold to massive videos just to explain what I'm doing. Once we hit Master or Predator or whatever, we start with the other series I'm working on, which I hinted at before. You guys will know that one will also be quite a bit to record for my sake, but I think you guys will enjoy it. I'll just spoil it a tiny bit since you've been watching for so long already. We're going to be doing this style of video, me commenting over my gameplay, explaining my decision making, all that fun stuff, some tips and tricks and whatever, as we do solo to master on every legend in Apex Legends. That's right, every single one, which means that you really want to follow or subscribe or whatever so you don't miss it, so you can, you know, learn alongside me and just watch me pop off with it. I'm aiming to do probably, instead of doing a lot of small videos with it, it will take a little bit more time because we're basically going to do one really long video with my highlight games, like 1 hour to 2 hours of that legend that really shows my point, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to see how it will do. 2-hour videos are very risky, I think, but like 2 hours of straight commentary I think you guys will really appreciate, especially if you plug it into work. Sometimes you don't even need to actually see the game to know what I'm talking about, so you know, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so we're looking for a good ultimate here. Again, I get very little value from them. I feel like people are also learning how to deal with the Horizon ult at this point in the game, so generally speaking, I use it as a distraction. Here comes both the Seer Q, or sorry, the Seer Ultimate and Bloodhound Q, which means that there's no way that we can fight this. When Seer Ultimate is down or it's up, it's activated, you're in a very big disadvantage because the enemy team know where you're coming from. They can pre-aim and put a lot of damage down before you can even register where they are at. So most of the time when ultimate comes down, you do want to stall. It does come at a risk that, oh, the enemy team is my third party. But as you can see here, the two other teams, because they're top 4, are fighting all the way over there. Meaning this is an isolated fight for the time, for as long as those guys over there are fighting. But we still have to wait for the Seer Ultimate. I'm starting to get a little bit antsy. Get ahead of myself a little bit. Seer waste is Q here. This is a really cool fight as well. I don't comment too much, but it just works out. Not the damage one necessarily, but we have one window each. Good damage there to punish the Pathfinder who was a bit overextended. And I'll just stay chilling at this window. We don't have to full commit. The other team did finish, however, now, so we need to not spend too long. Wraith was all the way in there. I distracted him. Actually, that was probably Pathfinder. It doesn't matter. We do get the beam. Good aim in general. And now it's the 3v3. We have the Kraber coming down here, which means that we have to double time it. I'm aware that my Pathfinder is low, but if they get the Kraber, it's going to win the game. We can't give it to him. This thing is so overpowered. There's no way we can let them get the game. So we are going for a... I'm making just saving Private Kraber right here, trying to get the off angle, try to get a little bit of damage in. And look at that beam, taking the man down immediately. I think he was thinking the same thing, may not have been fully healed up. And now we have an opening, so now we should be able to win this, right? We have the high ground that did get the Kraber, but we did get the knock here. My teammates are behind me. We should be able to do something here. And this is where disaster strikes, because Gibraltar put the bubble down, and I'm trying to do a Horizon Q beam. Obviously, they nerfed that, and I'm on mouse and keyboards in general, so it's not as good. I have to reset, despite getting a little bit of damage on the left. The guy on the left is solo, however. We have to push him. I think we even called. We have to push this guy on the left. He's alone. Because of a crossfire the other way, this is the one that makes the most sense. My teammates agree. And we start looking for it. But my teammates are taking a lot of damage. My Pathfinder ended up getting caught in the Horizon Ultimate. I'm looking for like a head glitch here, a good off angle. This had to be a knock. He got away with probably like, you know, 20, 30 HP. There's the Kraber and an immediate follow-up shot. Again, the Kraber will win you a game if you can hit your shots. And now it's a 1v3 from Wraith here. Gets a massive damage on Gibraltar. Pops him. 1v2. They're both shooting at the same time. He's beaming them with the flood and gets another, but goes down. And that is a massive shame. But also an insane game with really good team play, good beams. Just generally really proud of how this one turned out despite not winning. It also was a very good highlight of, again, how impactful the Kraber is at this level of play. Obviously, I got knocked, but even if I hadn't gotten knocked, that's 140 damage body shot would have been enough to stop me in my tracks and make it hard for us to reset, and enemy team would be able to push up and probably kills anyways. This was 18 squad kills, second place. I think it was, it says right here, plus 402 RP. I will call that a nice success. If you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more explaining my decision making, so the master type of content, check out the video on the screen. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.